This is C.R.P.H.A, humanitarian advocate and citizen advocate. I may mention a few things in the sense of business, of course, because I am also a business advocate after all. Of course, I advocate in my own way. Today, as I was out surveying the area, that I thought I would do today, essentially after I took care of one particular important thing that I had to take care of for myself, is that as I went over to Taco Bell, because I got a Taco Bell bag right here, I noticed on K Street in Sacramento that the Rite Aid that's in a structure that would look like a Christmas ornament, such like a fireplace mantle type of thing, that lights up, right? This particular building, while there was a bit of, shall we say, demonstrational protest, it was vandalized, glass broken, and it was said that nobody went into the Rite Aid. That's a load of shit. I heard that people went into the place and practically tore the place apart, practically. And I heard that from a person that I was waiting for an order. One person was waiting for his order, and I was waiting for mine, and others were waiting for theirs. When I was waiting for mine, the gentleman told me about this. I'm going to put something out there for those who did vandalize businesses. Those who think that if you have a business, that you'll have enough to repair shit, even if it was destroyed by other occupancies. It's one thing to make a point or try to voice your anger and to show your anger, and to show your frustration and disgust about any number of things that why you're marching and protesting in the aspect of what people call Black Lives Matter or whatever the hell else. The businesses are not taking sides. Rite Aid doesn't take sides. CVS doesn't take sides, although you'd think that CVS would. Um, no business, even small businesses, no business takes sides. The people who are running the business, they may take sides, but that's their God-given right, constitutional right, and nobody can take that away from them. And thereby, you cannot say, well, if they support this, even if they don't publicly say it, then why not make it to where they have to spend way more money to repair the shit that the other occupancies that are doing demonstrational protests vandalize it, destroy it, and do what happened during the Rodney King verdict of people doing the five-finger discount, as it were, or what's known as the five-finger discount. Those who do it, I will put it out there, you have a spiritual choice. But let me let you know one thing first. I support protest because everybody has a right to protest within the Constitution, but nobody has a right to destroy public and private properties. Nobody has a right to vandalize public and private properties. The Constitution does not hold, well, you can vandalize things all you want. You can destroy and ravage things all you want. Protest is one thing. Destroying public and private properties, vandalizing public and private properties, and even commercial type properties is not within the Constitution. And you know me already by now that I support the Constitution. I'm 100% behind the Constitution. So is Trump. So I'm going to put it out there that each and every person that broke glass while during the demonstrational protest and vandalized Rite Aid and vandalized other businesses, that you pay them $20, $30 at a time, maybe $5, $10 at a time each month or each week that you can afford. And those who protested with you, have them help you and add their a percentage of theirs. That way, we can keep businesses in the state of California, in the United States, or because of stupidity, the businesses will want to go overseas again. And the only time we'll be able to get anything is online, and online is not 100% safe. It's better to go into a store or a restaurant or a franchise of sorts and get what we want to buy, even if off the shelf. We can go to the register, pay for it, right? Like I did with to start with a number of these and a number of Reese's peanut butter cups and various other things that I got today. It's better to go in there into the business, the building that is housing the business, and get it instead of having to go online. Online is a courtesy. It's not a right. It's a it's not a we can call it a courtesy as well as a privilege, in the sense that if we're not able to do shit, in the sense of, say, go to the various businesses to get what we need, then we can always order it, as long as we know that they can have, if they have a delivery system, right? But if they don't, then we're gonna have to have one way ways to acclimate our schedule. But if we keep on thinking that we can vandalize and destroy public and private properties, you know what that tells the other? You know what that tells the other part of this globe, the rest of the world, that we are crazy, we are troublesome, we are illogical, sinful, many other things. We can't control our own tempers. We can't make things a lot more, shall we say, peaceful in the sense of demonstrations or protests, whatever the hell else. And we can't do anything without destroying other things or property that does not even belong to us. But yet, at the same time, a number of us wouldn't destroy our own property. But we figure, I know a number of people figure, well, why not destroy the property and item and the various intricacies or whatever to to destroy them because it doesn't belong to us, right? So why not, right? Wrong thinking, wrong way of thinking. The basic fact is that if we don't destroy the shit we own, we need to show the same respect and decency and courtesy and consideration to the businesses and other private and public properties that we don't own by not destroying them, not doing anything stupid and illogical and sinful, especially. So I'm going to implore each and every one of you who vandalized businesses, who broke the glass of the showroom windows and various other things, to go to those shops, give them at least about 10, 15, $20 or so each month to each week that you can logically afford, and help them pay for those damages. Because the more we do that, the more chances that they will be more than likely to be around to serve the community, the communities that they serve and have served even before the vandalization and destruction. And they'll still be able to do even after repairing the vandalization and destruction of the property. If you think I'm against you, I'm not. Like I said, I support protests within the Constitution. But like I said, the Constitution does not say that you can destroy public and private properties while demonstration of a protest or just a basic protest. Although protests also are added in with demonstrations at times. The other thing is, though, too, outside of that, now we're going to go into political aspects here. I saw a percentage of Meet the Press. I didn't watch the whole damn thing because it's liberalized lying fucking crap. The host, the liberal kiss ass host of Meet the Press, might as well go over to Nancy Pelosi and lick her ass clean with his own tongue and do the same thing to Chuck Schumer. Because he stated just because in one particular rally that Donald Trump had for his reelection, just because not very many people, not it wasn't a full fucking house. Oh, his poll records are down. Bull fucking shit, dumbass. If the Meet the Press dumbass wanted me to talk with him, I'll talk with him. I'll tell him straight out, and he won't like it, and I won't give a damn. The liberals don't like hearing the truth anymore. I've said this before, but in a different sense, in a different way. What they're concerned about is getting what they want, getting what they feel that they deserve, even if it means going against the rights and freedoms of the American people, even in the rights of humanity itself. And that in with it, even without the Constitution and with the Constitution, either way, it's sinful and it's illogical and it's un-American. Nancy Pelosi did a number of things even before Trump was voted into office. She's acting like a child still because they didn't win 2016. So she had a major fucking red and green thorn up her ass the whole entire fucking time. It must have hurt really bad too, didn't it, Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer? You must be bleeding internally too, and on top of that, but it doesn't give the right to the liberal socialist democratic party to go against the American people. The American people chose who they wanted to be our commander in chief, and they chose right, and Trump showed that they chose right. Trump completed a large number of things in a very short amount of time in his first term. Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer set up the fucking crap of the impeachment inquiry, which was really not necessary at all. That's just their little fucking crybaby, little fucking childish antics of how upset they are and how they think they have justification. They never did. All it did was push more of a chance for Trump to be reelected into office for 2020, which makes it even a hell of a lot tougher for the Democrats. But they think they have the solution to possibly have things go their way by instituting this bullshit virus crap. By people telling people that they should continuously wear masks and do the social distancing, basically divide the American people at all costs and control the American people as if they have no mind of their own and no right of their own and no freedom of their own. Basically, go against the Constitution of and the rights and freedoms of every American person. That's what the liberal Democrats are doing. And I've said time and time again, this damn fucking virus crap in the United States is a weak strain. If you've had a fucking triple digit to a double high digit, like 90 to maybe 89 through the whole entire week, or at least various weeks, right? That damn thing's dead. We had a weak strain come in, it's dead. Meet the press, dumb fuck, and Gavin Newsom, the dumb brainless idiot of California, want people to think that it's still around. It's still possible for people to contract it when it's not. The base of my manipulation is what Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, Gavin Newsom, and Meet the Press host Jackass, the one that who should lick Nancy Pelosi's ass clean and Chuck Schumer's ass clean, seeing that he's a fucking kiss ass of the socialist liberal Democrats. Fucking Albert Schweitzer of the fucking century, host of Meet the Press. That's what he is. An Albert Schweitzer of the century, a liberal kiss ass. He might as well clean their asses with his own tongue. Every time they take a shit, they call him. He flies down there on their penny, and he cleans their ass with his tongue. If he's going to be such of a kiss ass of the liberal socialist democratic party. Political shows, it doesn't matter what it is. It could be Face the Nation. It could be Meet the Press. It could be any number of them, even on PBS and NPR. You cannot simply go, well, this is why we think the liberal Democrats are better than the Republicans. This is what, I mean, come on. There's no logic in that. If you try to downtrodden and down talk one party, all you're doing is making them look good. Because there's many things that the one party has done that's beneficial for the American people that the liberal, socialist, dumbass Democrats have stopped doing for the American people. Instead, now the liberal Democrats are going against that. Plus, they're fucking lying to the American people and deceiving the American people and fucking saying shit that's not true to the American people, making phony, fake ass promises. And all the while, here's Donald J. Trump and also Rush Limbaugh, myself, and a number of others talking up the Democrats a little bit, but not too much, but talking more up of the Republicans and Trump. But when the liberal Democrats talk and do stupid shit, yeah, we have every God-given right to fucking talk their asses down because they are not going within what's right and beneficial for the American people. Because that's why the fucking party was formed and established to do things for the American people, not for themselves. But yet, Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer, they think they can sway around that and have it to where people are not really self-aware of what's really going on and what's really being said and what's really being hidden from us. The liberal Democrats have been doing that ever since Clinton. The liberal Democrats have been doing that ever since Obama. The liberal Democrats have been doing that ever since Carter. And the liberal Democrats would have repeated it on doing so even more so with Hillary. And they'll keep doing it with Biden. You want to keep on being deceived, lied to, dismayed, basically emotionally, psychologically manipulated within the mind of what the media and they tell you, instead of letting you let having it to where they let you decide of what's best for you instead of them deciding what's best for you. Trump is allowing you to decide what's best for you. He supports what you believe and what you feel is best for you and your family. The liberals won't give you that open door. They'll tell you what's best for you because they think they can do that. They think that they know you better than you know yourself. And they don't. Gavin Newsom thinks he knows you better than you know yourself. Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer thinks they know you better than you know yourself. Biden and Obama thought they knew you better than you knew yourself. Hillary Clinton thought she knew you better than you knew yourself. The host of Meet the Press thinks that he knows you better than you know yourself. You see where I'm going here? They think they know something that's not of something that they truly do not know. But they want to have you believe that they do know it to sway you into believing they're horse pucky. Whatever shoots out of their mouth, they want you to believe it and think that it's fucking like fucking scriptural truth, like a fucking Bible. When it's a load of shit, sinful, un-American crap. So that's that, and many, many, many more that I've even said in my past videos. That's why I'm voting for Trump again. And I ask that you also vote for Trump if you want your children to have a better, brighter future in education, and if you want more and more jobs to come into the U.S., and if you want a stronger economy like it was when Trump first came in what the stronger economy is part of why he did so many things in a very short amount of time in his first term. And the Democrats don't like that. They'll try to talk him down any way they can, or they think they can. All they're doing is making him look even better. They can talk me down. All they're doing is making me look even better. And that's the truth. But I know they'll try to say it's not true, but guess what? It is true. The basic fact is, like I said, for those in California and those in other states like Arizona, Nevada, Oregon, those who have had more than a week's worth of triple digit temperatures, even high double digit temperatures like in the 90s for more than a week. Believe me, the strain is dead. So, but you can wear a mask until you feel comfortable enough that you don't need to wear it. Of course, with a number of businesses are going by the governor's bullshit of every state, Democratic or not. They don't believe that we have the weak strain is dead. They don't believe that shit. They don't want you to believe that shit. They don't want you to believe it. And essentially, they want to continuously have you think of the wrong thing, which is, oh, it's still around. And it's still possible for you to contract it. And yet, I've said in one of my other videos, my friend next door here said they tested the damn fucking virus in hospital rooms. It's not airborne, so there's no fucking way you would get it. There's no fucking way you'd easily contract it. All it is maybe a secondary precaution of saying don't cough in people's faces directly and don't sneeze in people's faces directly. Simple. Even before the strain, people still did cough and sneeze in people's faces, and very seldomly did they get any illnesses due to that. Very seldomly, if at all. But mostly the at all part of it. So basically, this whole thing is politicized. This whole virus shit is politicized, and the liberal Democrats and Gavin Newsom are raking in the bucks because as our stock is going down, not shot down like it did in 1929, like I said before, but the stock in the Orient is going straight up. And guess who's benefiting? Gavin Newsom, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, and the entire fucking Democratic Party who have stock in the Orient. So they're raking in the dough over this bullshit and over the mind manipulative bullshit. Trump doesn't like that. That's why he didn't wear a mask. He's showing that the mask thing is a democratic political bullshit thing, and he's showing his restraint in the sense of trying to go by what the liberals want people to believe. I'm telling you right now, I'm following that. I'm gonna keep on supporting Trump even on that. And like I said, if Meet the Press host wants to talk with me, you won't like what I say, and I don't care. You want to hear all the things that I have to say about the liberal Democrats, and why I say it, and all this other, and all the other crap too, right? Arizona green tea. Believe me, host Albert Schweitzer of the Century of the host of Meet the Press, the liberal kiss ass. Believe me, you wanna pay for a train ticket to where I go over to your studio and to where I talk with you directly, and of course you're gonna have to pay for a train ticket on the way back, unless you want to do an outside one out here in the in the city in the city that I'm in now, or like near the capital in the state of California if I am to be there. I'm not saying if I am there now or not, but the basic fact is I'm not going to say where I'm at right now. I don't have to really, to be honest. But the basic fact is that the Meet the Press dumbass better fucking watch this and hear it clearly, because I and hear every other one I've done even before this one video, because I speak the truth and he won't like it and I won't give a damn. I speak the truth, logic, and much, much more. Believe it or not, Meet the Press jackass host. You're you're feeding in false information, lies, deception, mind manipulation to the American people, just like Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer are and have been doing, and like Gavin Newsom is and has been doing, and like Jerry Brown has been doing, or did essentially while he was in office. So Meet the Press, dumbass. Come on. I dare you to have an interview with me and you don't interrupt me like you do other Republican supporters. Because if you do, you're showing how better the American people's choice was in choosing Trump in 2016, and you're going to make it even harder for the Democrats to be back in office at all. And so is NPR going to make it even harder for the Democrats to be in office at all, even when it comes to the White House. Because I said when liberals are in the White House now, it's not the people's White House. It's not the people's White House anymore. It wasn't the People's White House when Obama was in it. He made damn sure of that. But it is the People's White House when Reagan was in it, when George Bush Sr. and Jr. were in it. It was the People's White House when many other Republicans before them were in it. It's the People's White House even now with Trump in it. And it will continuously be the People's White House with Trump in it again for 2020. It won't be the People's White House with Biden. And don't forget, Biden didn't do a damn thing to make sure the economy kept on going up. He just kissed the ass of every liberal Democrat and allowed Trump, the fucking idiot Obama, to do whatever the fuck he felt like doing, even if it didn't benefit the American people in more ways than one. It didn't benefit the American people or this country or the economy or this country's budget for that fucking matter. Even by raising the debt ceiling didn't really help matters either. It didn't solve a damn fucking thing either. And in Obama's terms, he's raised the debt ceiling twice. Still, no positive thing happened when the debt ceiling was raised those two times. I'm not saying it was when and if any Republican had the debt ceiling raised. I'm not saying if it did or didn't do anything any better for the economy and this country's budget either then, at whenever it may have been. And it could have been within any year, right? Or within any part of the century. But the basic fact is, raising the debt ceiling doesn't really do anything. It just prolongs things to be paid off, which can literally bankrupt the United States of America. And that's what the liberal Democrats are trying to do in such a way that they don't want the American people to realize they're doing a lot of shit just to fucking tear this country apart, to turn this country socialist, and to take away our rights and freedoms, and rip up the Constitution and rewrite their own version of the Constitution that only fits their criteria. It doesn't where there's going to be a large aspect of government, and the American people's rights and freedoms, the American way of life is gone, obliterated. With Republicans, be that conservative Republicans, in office, like Donald J. Trump, none of that would happen. The Constitution that we have, that was established and written by our forefathers, would stay as it is. It would not be rewritten or torn up and rewritten, essentially. It would not be negatively affected in any way. Our rights and freedoms would stay the way they are at current and get even better. But with the Democrats, it would go downhill. If you have any questions and if you want to hear more, please let me know. This is C.R.P.H.A, Humanitarian Advocate. Please stay safe. Please stay strong. And I hope the fathers had a happy Father's Day in any way they celebrated it, single or not.